Let's turn finally then to Brexit. Tom Watson, the Deputy Leader of the Labour Party, says it's now time for Labour to be unambiguously and unequivocally backing Remain. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think we are a Remain party. I think what we've got to recognise, though, is that...
So does that mean, in these new circumstances, you favour revoking Article 50?
Well, since December, I've said what we should do is take away the panic, remove Article 50 to give us time to resolve negotiations with the European Union, to understand what we want. But I'm quite clear...
Revoke Article 50 means, in effect, cancelling the 2016 referendum.
Well, no, because you can reserve Article 50. The issue is the mistake made by Theresa May was serving notice to quit before realising the terms of our exit.
Hold on a second. Can I just be clear that your policy? So you revoke Article 50. The whole thing is over, as it were, and then you put it back on again. You restart the whole process all over again.
Well, there was
years and years of this.
Nobody sensibly would serve notice to quit on their accommodation before they found new digs. Nobody would quit a job before they found a new job. The mistake made by Theresa May, because of her personal interest and political interest, was serving Article 50 before understanding the terms we want to negotiate with the European Union, what we want from the European Union. What I'm saying is, let's remove the panic. There is no reason for us to spend the next 45 days panicking. Remove Article 50. Let's then work out what we want. If need be, negotiate again with the EU. The best thing of all, though, give the British public a final say. We now know, not in abstract terms, we now know...
You're in favour of a referendum before or after we leave the EU?
Well, I think the key thing is, firstly, avoid a no-deal Brexit. What I'd like, once that's been resolved, is have a general election. But there are lots of moving parts.
On your proposal, it would be meaningless, really, for the Labour Party to come into power and then try to renegotiate another form of Brexit. If you're in favour, if you think that we should stay inside the EU and we should revoke Article 50, there's no point in a negotiation, is there?
Well, I think a negotiation with the EU won't make things more favourable than remaining in the EU. I'm quite clear we're a Remain party. We should give the British public a final say. Now that we know the terms of exit from the EU, that should be one of the options on the ballot paper, with the other option of staying in the EU.
Because if I was working for Jeremy Corbyn, I would say, hold on a second, he is the one senior politician in this country who is trying to bring the country together. He is trying to straddle this very, very painful divide between Leave and Remain by offering people a Leave option and a Remain option in another referendum. But people like you and Tom Watson, who are saying, no, let's go for revoke and so forth, are undermining his position.
That's not right. I think it's right. And Jeremy Corbyn deserves huge credit for the movement over the last 2-3 years, putting aside political interest in relation to not having a general election and working with other parties to avoid no-deal Brexit. And actually, I support the position of the party, which is on the ballot paper to have a creditable Leave option and in my view, the best option, which is to remain in the EU. My view, though, is as a party, we should campaign for we're quiet. I'm not sure what benefits a renegotiation can achieve. What's clear, though, is that whether it's a no-deal Brexit, whether it's the deal negotiated by Theresa May, whether it's an improvement that a Labour government may achieve, that is far less preferable than the option of staying in the EU. And once we've got the public vote, we should campaign to remain in the EU.
The voters of Barking and Sutton and Hillingdon and other parts of London who voted to leave the EU, you're offering them nothing at all. You're cancelling their views.
No, not at all. That's why I'm saying there should be a public vote. Now, what the Lib Dems are doing by just revoking Article 50 without giving a public vote are not respecting their views and not allowing them to have a say. I can't think of anything more democratic than giving the British public a say. Do you accept the terms of exit, whether it's the terms negotiated by Theresa May, the no-deal Brexit from Boris Johnson, or any other Leave option, with the option of staying in the EU? And look, here in London, we know the benefits of being part of the European Union, but also the benefits of being an international pluralistic city.
Sadiq Khan, Mayor of London, thanks very much indeed for talking.